So in the studio with me, and we're being filmed by some great studio out of somewhere, maybe Hollywood. Hannah could get a contract. I mean, this thing could wind up a movie for her or something. I mean, Hannah Green, welcome, my dear, to the studio at KHTS, and congratulations on Athlete of the Week. So you got a scholarship to Illinois State?
Yes, sir.
And you can call me Coach. And we got two coaches, one on your left and one on your right. So, so the Redbirds of Illinois State. What city is that in?
It's in a city called Bloomington.
Bloomington, that's a pretty big city in Illinois. So tell me about your life a little bit. How did you get to college? Were you recruited by Coach Herrick?
Not out of high school, no, but the second, because I went to Sonoma State straight out of high school.
Ooh, I know Sonoma State.
Sonoma State. And then it didn't work out there, and the second I came home, I guarantee you it was the first day I got a phone call from Coach Perlman saying, "You're here. Let's go."
Yeah, so I know Sonoma. My son had a scholarship offer there, so we drove up there.
Yep.
For some reason, he looked through the fence. He didn't even want to go into the school. So I remember on the road trip, because Coach knows this, we only got 5 schools in C2A rules.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, I know Sonoma State very well. So you're a Northern California lady,
I was in NorCal, but
What city?
It's at Rohnert Park. That's
baby, that is a beautiful city. You're making a face. You didn't like Rohnert Park?
It's all right,
I love that place.
So
I was only there for a couple months.
Yeah, I was there for a semester.
Oh, where did you grow up, though?
Oh, out here, Santa Clarita.
Oh, you're a Santa Clarita girl? What high school?
West Ranch.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And did you play basketball on their team?
I did. Actually, I wasn't planning on even playing basketball when I went to high school.
Yeah.
And then
what happened? You grew, right?
I did grow.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
6 feet.
Yeah.
Now that's tall for a girl.
It is tall for a girl.
Yeah. Is it height-wise on your basketball team? Were you one of the tallest?
At West Ranch, yeah, I was one of the tallest.
Yeah.
I was the tallest.
What about at College of the Canyons?
I was second tallest, and you got some other girls on other teams that are same height.
And you got nice long arms, so that helps in rebounding. You were a forward.
I was a forward. Yeah.
And tell me about Coach Herrick. How would you're going to leave school? Well, you're going to not see him for a while anyway.
Yeah.
So he's been there. How many years, Coach?
24 years.
24 years. God bless you. I mean, nobody stays 24 years anywhere, in any job. So you're doing something right. You had a tremendous season this year, didn't you? You guys went 17-0 on a win streak.
Yeah, we won 17 in a row, and we finished the season 23-6 and 13-1, and won the Western State Conference South Division Championship for the 15th time. Congratulations.
That's why you're still there.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, 15 years out of 24. Nobody does that either.
And, the interesting thing about that is we were second 6 times. So 21 out of 24, we were first or second.
That's pretty good. What about the coach, Hannah, that makes him this successful? I mean, really, in the history of college basketball, he's probably in the top 10 of all time.
Right.
But what do you think makes him work?
I think it's just his repetition of what he wants out of his girls, and just getting girls that understand that and that are going to buy into his system.
Repetition of good ideas.
And just in practice, just repetition every day, same thing. Yeah.
When you look at basketball, I was a football coach and a baseball coach. You only have 5 players on the team. Were you all friends?
Yeah, we all got along really well. This year, the team chemistry was really good.
What happened in the playoffs? Come on, be honest. Because he's not. Look, I have coffee with him.
You're making him upset already.
No, look at that face. I have coffee with him like 4 or 5 times a week, and he's still bitter. He's still sad.
No, I am too. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
It takes a while, doesn't it, to get over it?
Yeah.
And you realize. I mean, you're a young lady, but all your life you'll remember the memories of this season and your players. Is anybody else going back east with you? This is not the Midwest, really. Illinois State.
Midwest.
Now, what are you going to study back there?
Psychology.
I had a little psych minor.
Yeah.
So I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter is a child psychologist. So is my middle daughter.
Oh, wow.
So you want to go into psychology?
I do. I think sports psychology would be my focus. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. He knows I'm a Duck fan. So science in athletics has changed dramatically in the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. And Oregon, and I don't know how many D1 schools have an environment where the student athlete gets to talk to a shrink of some type. So that's what you want to do?
Yeah, something of that nature. 'Cause, the mental aspect of the game is what can really hold some athletes back.
What have you taken away from your career at College of the Canyons? What do you remember the most?
I just remember like working hard every day. I think that was.
That's why you're here. That's why you're Athlete of the Week.
That is probably why I'm here, yeah.
You're going to get a lot of notoriety in the next few days. A lot of people are going to know the name Hannah Green, and hopefully I'll start following you. I don't know about the coach, but I'll start following you.
And that's really cool because,
Yeah. Now, do you think when you go back there, you'll be a guard probably? You have the speed to be a guard?
I do, and I think that's definitely what I'm working on this offseason is transitioning
Dribbling.
from a position of a post player to a guard, but also being able to be versatile in both positions.
And you got to be able to dribble and drive the ball down the court and all that stuff. And do you work on your leadership skills? Do you think about that at all?
I do. I think about my leadership skills and how they have definitely developed. Even in these past 2 years at COC, I think they've developed a lot. So
her name is Hannah Green, and Hannah's our Athlete of the Week here in Santa Clarita on Eye of Santa Clarita on KHTS AM 1220. You can download the app. It's a great app. You can listen to all the shows on one of the greatest radio stations, seriously, in the United States of America. So what do you want to say to your fans out there? What do you want to say about your career at College of the Canyons? It's a great school, isn't it?
It is. For a community college, it's one of the best I've ever been to.
And do you think you've grown up, you speak well, obviously your grades are very good, and you got a scholarship to a big-time school, so you've done a lot of things right. Give us one tip for people that are driving in their car, mommies that have dropped off their kids. What would you recommend high school kids to think about?
I would recommend that, you might as well do what you love because you could do something that you don't love and still fail at that. So do what you love and do it at the best you can.
And work at it, right?
Work at it every day.
And somewhere along the line, we've got about 30 seconds left, but somewhere along the line, you've made better choices than most teenagers. Why do you think of that?
I've made really bad choices as well. I think.
Don't tell me that.
No, it's true. And that's why I've gotten to where I am today was from learning from those choices and making better choices along the way. Atta
girl. Well, you've done a tremendous job. I'm honored that you took the time to come to the studio today.
Yeah, thank you.
Away from your studies and to be under the tutelage of one of the great college coaches in the United States, Coach Greg Herrick, who I consider a dear friend and now kind of my agent. You're kind of my agent.
I'm your life coach and you're my life coach.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where are we headed?
All right. Well, God bless you. I'll be following your career at the Redbirds at Illinois State. Hannah Green, everybody. How about a big round of applause? Yeah, come on. All right, we'll be right back with our Student of the Week. Welcome back to KHTS AM 1220. It's called Eye on Santa Clarita, and we highlight Student of the Week, Athlete of the Week, Business of the Week, and Nonprofit of the Week. Today we're highlighting the Athlete of the Week. Her name is Hannah Green, and she's a forward at College of the Canyons right here in Southern California, and a college basketball team in the last 24 years coached by my dear friend Craig Herrick that's done extremely well. This year they won 17 straight wins in a row. That when you came to that loss, Hannah, that were you at home or was it a bus ride home?
It was a bus ride home.
And are the bus rides just quiet as can be?
Luckily, I got to go home with my dad that day.
Yeah.
So it was better than riding on the bus for sure.
Yeah.
That was a heartbreak.
So, Coach, after that first loss, do you say anything to the team?
Well, I was disappointed because not only was it a loss, and it ended the 17-game streak, it ended our opportunity to be undefeated in the conference, which we finished 13-1.
Oh my God!
So that was
one loss. Who was it?
LA Valley, which is another thing. They're our
arch rival.
Yeah, our arch rival. So I mean,
what was the score?
Terrible.
You're not over it yet.
I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
You're not. No, of course not. What was the score? Do you remember?
No, I don't actually.
And how did you play that game, Hannah Green? What happened?
We just didn't show up, honestly.
Really?
And we weren't able to produce. And the players that usually do produce, including myself, we didn't get to the numbers we usually produce.
Coach, let me tell you.
Yeah. Make it quick, too.
Yeah, the stat sheet from that game I still have because we shot 20%. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. All the things on the sheet are missed shots. We shot 20%. You're not going to beat very many teams shooting.
No, you're not going to do that. You can listen to us on this great app. Just go to the App Store and type in KHTS, and it'll pop up, and you can listen on your phone if you're getting in the garage on your iPhone or Droid, or what other techie thing you have. So you're on your way to Illinois State. You got a scholarship. You're Athlete of the Week, which means you not only are a great athlete, but you have good grades. How do you balance all these life issues as a young lady? What are you doing right?
Just dedicating time every day to do what you need to do. So honestly.
Yeah. Focus, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But you're focusing on the right things. So right. Your dad must be a good inspiration in your life. Coach Herrick, obviously, is a good inspiration in life.
Yeah.
Everything from diet to making choices. We have all kinds of temptations that are staring us in the face all the time. So how do you manage all these temptations that can steal your time, steal your heart, take you away emotionally, and unfortunately get you out of focus?
Yeah, you just have to focus on what you need to do in your life and what you feel like is best for you. So whatever those temptations are, you need to be conscious that those decisions aren't going to get you to where you want to be. So for me, it's just being aware of those decisions and making the right ones.
God, how mature you are. I need to hang around you and learn some stuff. So are you nervous about going to Illinois State in Bloomington?
I'm a little nervous just because it's 2,000 miles away.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's...
Are you going to know anybody back there?
No.
Nobody?
Not a single person.
Wow. And, okay, so you get off the plane, and then hopefully the school's going to pick you up, right?
Yeah.
And now, will you live in the dorm, you think?
I
Sorority
think apartment.
No, apartment?
Yeah, probably apartment.
What about a job? Do you think you're going to have any kind of a part-time job?
I think basketball is a full-time job.
You think?
And school, yeah.
Yeah.
And the NCAA rules and regulations don't allow them to work during the season.
Yeah.
So they haven't started, Coach, some kind of a what would I call it? A little envelope under the drawer program.
They get a stipend now.
Yeah,
well, they do get a stipend, right? Yeah. And that's based on your social economic situation. Is that?
I think whatever they do.
You have to fill out forms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, the best part of college for me was having the cafeteria card.
Oh goodness. That's my favorite.
Yeah, is that your favorite?
Yeah, but the cafeteria doesn't serve the things that she eats.
Okay.
Come on, Hannah Green. What do you eat?
Anything green.
Huh?
Greens.
Green?
Good
She's
food.
a vegetable freak.
Well, God bless you.
You got to have your veggies.
Are you excited about Athlete of the Week? I mean, you're going to take this memory. Have you ever been on radio before?
I've never been on radio before.
You're doing well.
This is a great experience.
You're doing well.
Thank you.
And then you're going to be on the website, the hometown station website, I think on Monday or Tuesday. So check that out.
Right.
When do you go back in the summer?
Yeah, probably midsummer or late summer, just depending on classes.
Growing up in Santa Clarita, good experience, great experience. What was that like, going to West Ranch?
You know, it's had its ups and downs, but I wouldn't change it for the world. It's a great experience, yeah.
And who was the coach at the time at West Ranch? You give him any credit, or Coach Herrick gets all the credit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think everyone that has touched me in my life in terms of basketball has some credit due.
Can you dunk the ball?
No.
You cannot dunk.
Grab the rim. I can get the rim, but I can't dunk the ball, no.
All right. Well, it's such an honor to meet you. Hannah Green, who's on her way to Illinois State. The Redbirds on a scholarship. Just came off a great season with the, what's the nickname? What's your nickname there at college?
The Lady Cougars.
The Lady Cougars. And now you got your bird shirt on there, the Redbird shirt. So
watch yourself.
Coach, thank you. Coach Greg Herrick, thank you very much. We'll do this hopefully many times on Santa Clarita. I'm your host, Coach Ron Tunick, on hometownstation.com.